multitaskers.
Hello?
With cell phones, music downloads, and instant messaging on the internet. Totally plugged-in citizens of a worldwide community.
Are you connected from the moment you get up?
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have iPods?
Yes.
Of course. They're required by law now in the subways.
They're giving them away at Duke.
Nick Summers and Andy Gissing are both college seniors and editors of their college newspapers. Nick at Columbia and Andy at Middlebury College in Vermont. And as such, they are both in touch with the Echo Boomer ethos.
Who are you? What do you like? What do you want?
I would say that my generation tends to be very, very overachieving, overmanaged.
Pressured?
Very pressured.
I would agree with that. A lot of people work hard or want to do well, I guess.
And it's no wonder they feel that way. From the time they were toddlers, they've been belted into car seats and driven off to some form of organized group activity. After graduating from Gymboree and Mommy and Me, they've been shuttled to play dates and soccer practice with barely a day off by parents who felt their kids needed structure and a sense of mission. Dr. Mel Levine is a professor at the University of North Carolina and one of the best-known pediatricians in the country. He says it's had as much to do with shaping this generation as technology.
They've been heavily programmed. The kids who have had soccer Monday, Kung Fu Tuesday, religious classes Wednesday, clarinet lessons Thursday, whose whole lives have really been based on complying with what some adult tells them to do.
This is a group of people that wants to please.
They wanted to please their parents, their friends, their teachers, their college admissions officers.
A generation in which rules seem to have replaced rebellion. Convention is winning out over individualism, and values are very traditional. They're the most watched over generation in history. Most have never ridden a bike without a helmet, ridden in a car without a seatbelt, or eaten in a cafeteria that serves peanut butter.
Sometimes they don't know what to do if they're just left outside and say, well, just do something by yourself for a while. You know, they'll look around stunned, you know, as if, you know, what are we supposed to do now?
As my mother used to say, go outside and play.
Right. They are not told that. They are not told that.
They're hovered over by what college administrators call helicopter parents.
You need to hold Mommy's hand.
Protected and polished trophy children in every sense of the word.
Everyone is above average in our generation.
Everybody gets a trophy at the end of the year. It's something you're used to, and you have the rows of trophies lined up on your windowsill or whatever. And
Parents feel as if they're holding on to a piece of Baccarat crystal or something that could somehow shatter at any point. And so parents really have a sense their kids are fragile, and parents therefore are protecting them, inflating their egos, massaging them, fighting their battles for them.
Dr. Levine, who is considered one of the foremost authorities in the country on how children learn, is now researching a book on young people entering their 20s. He's concerned that groupthink is stifling initiative, and because they've always been rewarded for participation, not achievement, they don't have a strong sense of what they're good at and what they're not.
When a young person shows up at work today for their first job, what do they expect and what are they finding?
They expect to be immediate heroes and heroines. They expect a lot of feedback on a daily basis. They expect great inflation. They expect to be told what a wonderful job they're doing. They're going to be sort of allowed to rise to the top quickly, that they're going to get all the credit they need for everything they do. And boy, are they naive. Totally naive in terms of what's really going to happen.
Levine says that's not the only part of their cultural conditioning that's going to require an adjustment in the workplace.
I talked to the CEO of a major corporation recently, and I said, what characterizes your youngest employees nowadays? And he said, there's one major thing. He said, they can't think long range. Everything has to be immediate, like a video game. And they have a lot of trouble sort of doing things in a stepwise fashion, delaying gratification, really reflecting as they go along. I think that's new.
He calls the phenomenon visual motor ecstasy, where any accoutrement that doesn't produce instant gratification is boring. As they grow up, they'll have to learn that life is not just a series of headlines and highlight reels.
You call someone on your cell phone and they don't pick up, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, that's almost what, you know what, we could be the now generation. I mean, if you think about it, everything is now with us. I mean, it's like expedite the FedEx. Make sure the phone has a camera on it so you can take a picture of the car when you get a ding. It's everything, and it's almost like, does everything...
So instant. What would you call your generation?
Perfect.